r/AskReddit question: what's something small you can start doing today to better yourself? Try to do a random act of kindness for a stranger every day. Do your dishes before you go to bed. Waking up with a clean kitchen is a great feeling.
Rip, your comment isn't gilded.
Make a budget and stick to it. It can change your life dramatically for the better.
How do I start? I've been trying unsuccessfully for years. How do I start? I've been trying unsuccessfully for years. I'm thinking I need a better budget. Have you any tips?
Write down the stuff you've been putting off and schedule yourself time specifically to get them done. It will keep your mind free from having to constantly remind yourself. And once the task is completed, you're free.
I had the best idea I've ever had 2 weeks ago, and it has been going great. I used to make a to-do list, but it would just make me super anxious and feel overwhelmed seeing everything I have to do. So lately I have been just doing tasks throughout the day and only writing it down when I have done it. Now I get to see progress and accomplishments add up, and it's motivating me very well. I'm putting off even writing the list, because I know it'll be long and I'll get overwhelmed seeing it in black and white. Best thing I did was read Getting Things Done and start following that. I became far more productive at home and work.
Call your loved ones, especially the ones who have loved you even through your shit times. Forgive your past self and learn from your previous mistakes. Also, you can improve others' lives by saying thanks. It goes a long way.
You can't keep blaming yourself. Just blame yourself once and move on. Homer Simpson. He who blames others has a long way to go on his journey. He who blames himself is halfway there. He who blames no one has arrived. I found this proverb about a week ago elsewhere on Reddit, and I think it's going to help me a lot in the future. Blame is a crutch. Forgive and move on. Esports journalist once said this in his podcast, and I found it very inspirational. The reason why I don't have any real regrets in my life is because I actually accept everything I ever fricked up and tried to improve from it. As a result, I can't look back and regret it, because hopefully that's the thing that makes me better in the future. Thorin.
Take deep, controlled breaths.
Now I'm manually breathing, you bitch. 99% of the time everything is going to be okay. People artificially panic themselves to real panic. Just take it easy, folks. You'll be alright. I'm becoming insane.
Set a schedule. It doesn't have to be set in stone, but the general idea of how your day will go will help alleviate stress and anxiety.
This is more important than I will ever be able to explain. Plan not only your work day but also your day off. Know when you will do your chore. Do it. Then enjoy your day. Honestly, I feel like having a schedule gives me more anxiety. I get so wrapped up in, like, I'm gonna have to do this at this time. This is helping me getting through my master's degree at moment where my anxiety has skyrocketed. Setting daily schedules and sticking them to the best I can is keeping me sane.
Give someone else a compliment at least once a day. It's as simple as noticing the guy next to you has a stylish tie or that your coworker's homemade lunch looks tasty. Besides, it always seems to end up making someone's day, and the effort required is so small. Edit. I'm so proud that this is my most quoted comment ever. Beaming face with smiling eyes and thanks for the gold.
If it's not natural to pay a random compliment, I try to just smile at someone every day. Or really as many people as possible. I smile at people I interact with: cashiers, waiters, train workers, etc. Just to pass a little small bit of positivity. Oh hey, I started that a while ago. I ride my bike home with a helmet, because I'm cool, yo. And I always pass this middle-aged couple who walk through this park. Last week I passed them and realized the guy had shaved his head. I stopped, turned around and said, "You shaved your head?" The guy said, "Awa." And I said, "Your head. You shaved your head since I last saw you and it looks cool." And the guy's face legit lit up. This is very sweet. I'm going to try this. Seems like a good thing to do for mental health as well.
If it takes less than a few minutes to do and you're doing absolutely nothing to it.
That's exactly what I started doing about a month ago. Oh my goodness. Things aren't looming over me anymore. And it feels amazing. I have gotten so much more done at work and home. My wife doesn't have to remind me to do things, because I just do them immediately. Even if it is a pain or somebody will be mad, I just do it and move on. I'm really glad you said this. I felt like such a child for an embarrassingly long time because I've sunk into this rut where I just don't do shit most days. It's a horrible feeling. There's an extension of this for email. If it can be dealt with in under 5 minutes, do it now. If it can be dealt with under 20 minutes, do it after the task you are currently doing. If it takes more time than this, add it to the queue.
Get at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. As simple as taking a walk.
Who got high and gilded all these posts? Who got high and gilded all these posts? I could have sworn I saw that response more than 4 months ago. What has Reddit done to my perception of time?
Set a sleep schedule and try to stick with it. Waking up at the same time every day was one of the best things I've started doing.
I'm sorry, this does not qualify as small. Waking up at the same time is way more important than the time of bed. Help regulate the day. I agree here. I have to get up at 4:45 during the week. There's no freaking way I'm getting up that early on the weekend.
Make more time to hang out with my friends and be there for them.
I mean, I guess I could try, but what if I don't have common interests with your friends? Edit. Thanks for the silver. Kind strangers. Edit 2. Thanks for my first gold. Kind stranger who I'm suspecting is the op. But I like my friends. Can I hang out with them instead? Assumes I have friends.
To finally start looking for a therapist. I know it sounds ridiculous, but even working up the motivation to go online and search for one is hard. I keep telling myself I'll do it and I'm perfectly capable of doing it and have the time to do it. But then I just don't.
Finding a therapist for anxiety and depression caused me so much anxiety that I put it off for years too long. It was almost too late by the time I actually went to one. I should have done it much sooner. Y'all gotta take care of your mental health. Start looking right now, y'all. But then I just don't. Story of my life right here. And #X200B. I wish I had done this for my significant other after we had our second kid. She was battling postpartum depression for almost 2 years before she found a therapist. It's like watching someone drown and yelling at them to stop drowning without telling them where the life preserver is. If you see someone struggling with depression, help them out.
Start putting $20 away from each paycheck into a savings account. Don't look at that money. Don't touch that money. That money may as well not exist. Repeat every paycheck, bumping it up as opportunity affords you.
To second this, create an account with a different bank provider. Make it harder to pull the money out. You can usually set up an automatic transfer from your main account to another, so it's easy to set up. This will let you check out higher savings accounts from online providers. Ally, Discover Bank, and Robinhood come to mind. To second this, create an account with a different bank provider. Make it harder to pull the money out. You can usually set up an automatic transfer from your main account to another, so it's easy to set up. This will let you check out higher savings accounts from online providers. Ally, Discover Bank, and Robinhood come to mind. Make that a percentage, and it will be easier when you start to earn more money in life.
Start by writing down a goal. Then make a list of smaller achievable milestones on the way to reaching that goal.
Also, you're more likely to achieve your goals if you don't tell people till you complete the goal. Also, you're more likely to achieve your goals if you don't tell people till you complete the goal. Dying to know how that date went now.
Great suggestions. Hope people looking for motivation find it. That does it for my gold train. But you guys keep paying it forward. Happy holidays.
Jesus Christ, how much did you spend? Did you start this thread with the intention of giving out a bunch of gold because that's kind of awesome? Assuming he bought all 81, excluding the duplicates and his own, he spent roughly 323.19. Not sure if it taxes you. God damn up. Edit. Miscount 82,327.18. Edit 2. Learned something new. 500 coins for 1.99 equals 1 gold. So he only spent 163.18. My bad, or if he did it the somewhat smart way, 103.97.
Don't worry about what other people think. If you do anything, do it for yourself.
I did this. The other day I started wearing my hair in pigtails because they're comfortable and they make me feel nice. Even though the general consensus in my social circle is that pigtails suck. I love it. It feels so freeing and I feel like I finally found my style. Lame as that sounds. 10 This advice is so underrated. I always see these kind of responses and I agree that you should, but I'm in school and people are especially bitchy. How are you supposed to not care when everyone is trying to make you care about their shit opinions? At least in school it's temporary. You know that one day you'll graduate and never have to think about any of those assholes ever again.